Hey y'all, how you doing? I know I left you hanging a couple weeks ago with that Larimar cutting video, so we're definitely gonna cut it today, don't worry. As of now, it is like 6:20 in the morning on the East Coast, so I know most of you are asleep while I'm recording this, but I'm gonna get this done, get it out today, so you can all watch it tonight with me in a little premiere. Anyway, we're gonna cut some Larimar, we're gonna cut some silver ore that was sent to me, we're gonna cut some things I found around in different states and places, but yeah, let's get into cutting some stuff and check it out.
Alright, here we go. Gonna cut up a few things here. Those lines are where I'm gonna cut it. Copper in quartz. And slabs. Cut. Maybe I'm gonna use this one to dress the blade. See how it goes. This is a Utah one. Look at the banding in there.
I changed my mind right after saying that, and I ended up cutting most of the slabs first, and then got into the bigger stuff. And just quick FYI for anyone watching my channel that doesn't watch other rockhounding channels that might cut stuff, don't worry about the saw. It doesn't cut skin. It's a diamond-coated blade that actually won't cut skin. So when my fingers are right up in there, and I actually touch the blade a couple times, it's fine. It won't cut me. Don't worry. So I thought I was recording cutting a lot of these slabs, but apparently I only had this one recorded because my phone kept shutting off. And I wasn't really sure why until I talked to Geodecracker, Tyler, and came to the realization that my phone's cache memory must have been overloaded. My YouTube said it was at like almost 16 gigs in my phone. My TikTok was like another 8 gigs in my phone. And that's not their usual storage. That was because they were taking up just a lot of the running memory. So I deleted the apps, reinstalled them on my phone, and then my camera wouldn't shut off every 5 minutes while filming anymore. So that's a fun little thing on iPhone, because you can't just clear the cache like you can on an Android. Anyway, I pulled this Larimar out, I flipped it, I checked it, and I went back in like this, and that's a no. To get clean cuts, you should never do that, and I know that. But this was my first time on the saw, so I'm bound to make some mistakes, and this was one of them. And the Larimar was surprisingly hard to cut. I don't know if you noticed, it has just taken a minute. Compare it to in a moment when I do the Utah Nodule. Like, Larimar is actually a softer material, much softer than most of what I was cutting, but this just seemed really dense. I don't know if it's the structure of the mineral or what, but it just was really hard and slow going to cut this stuff. Crazy dense. So then look here in just a moment, once this slab is off now, we're going to jump over to the Utah Nodule, and just, it cuts like butter compared to that Larimar. Same speed, same video enhanced speed here, and the rock is a lot thicker, but look at it just slide through there. So something tells me, even though it's a harder material, maybe it's not quite as dense, if that makes sense. And this also crumbled more. The Larimar didn't even crumble. So, I don't know. What do you think? So this one here is a little thunder egg nodule from Beacon Hill, and I cut 2 of these. It was a little double nodule, and then that here is technically, I guess, a third. So I cut 2, but one was a double. And then this next one here is a limb cast from Arizona. That one I'm very excited to polish, and can't wait to show you at the end of the video here what it looks like cut. I have not polished it yet, but it's on my table to get done soon. And then this one here is what I thought was petrified wood that I found here on Long Island, just because of the kind of banding. It looked like it had wood grain in it, but as you'll see in a moment, it turned out to be another Long Island quartz, which everything I've found here so far is pretty much just quartz. It's all we have on the island. So I goofed up on this next part just a little bit. You'll notice after the cutting that just ended, or is ending now probably, all the shots are at like a little bit of an angle because I accidentally filmed vertical and I had to flip it horizontal in the editing. So instead of stuff being like nice and flat like this, it's held weirder. You'll see. I'm sorry. We'll go inside and look at him in the light, and I'll be sure to get him wet, and we'll check him out in the light real close and get some nice pretty shots of everything. But for just a moment, enjoy some music and the shots of him coming off the saw. So this is what's left of the Larimar that I slabbed up. It's got a little color still running through it. It's got some pretty good reaction in the UV, although pretty much all the Larimar does. This slab's got a little color on it. A little gunk to clean off there. It's the other one that you can tell was closer to the host. This is the bit that was towards the end there. Looks like around the host has the most UV reaction. I mean, it's all reactive. So the biggest problem I encountered with this material was that it didn't slab very well, and it just, even when I tried to go thicker like this, it kept breaking into these kind of squared off chunks. And it took me a minute to realize why. And I took a little closer look at the outside, and let me show you what I saw and realized why there was just no chance of this holding up for big slabs on my saw. So for example here, this is one of the end pieces. You can see the metallic ores shimmering in there. But what I didn't notice, like I saw this when I first started cutting into it, you know, I saw some of the metallic stuff there. What I wasn't paying attention to is the crystal structure. It is definitely just some quartz crystals, almost kind of some points. And they get more compact, but it's definitely still just a lot of quartz crystals that get tightly packed into the center, but it's not super solid and stable. At least I'm assuming it's probably quartz. I almost have to wonder if some of that's gold or just silver and copper. I almost want to test that little bit right there. That's copper. I'm sure it's all copper and maybe silver. Wouldn't that be cool if that was some gold too? I do actually have some gold ore that I could cut up, but it'd make more sense to crush it up. So now I gotta clean up the saw and then put it to rest in its storage bin. This is what I was cutting in, by the way. I didn't really show that in the video, but I went and bought a big Tupperware, put the saw inside of there, and was cutting in there to help prevent any leakage since I am up on a second-story porch. Here's these chunks I cut of the Utah agates. Look at this. Oh, you can just tell this one's gonna be amazing. Look at it. Look at that side. Let's just dunk it. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the other pieces here I may not have shown before, and I'll play some more music. Definitely check out some of these in the black light like the one I'm holding now. There's some crazy green glow in some of these Utah pieces. Anyway, we'll have some more music going and check out the rest of these pieces, and I ended up going ahead and polishing a few, so don't miss the polished ones at the end. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a little comment and tell me which cut was your favorite one in this video today. And I hope to see y'all on the Rockhound podcast this week. Psst, I'm gonna be on there again. We'll see y'all later.